Hey guys, me and Griff are here to share with you my favorite eye products in 2019. So this is my favorite category. And it may shock you because I was impressed more with... Let me just shut up. Let's just do this. So my favorite eye products, just like my face products, are things that I constantly use. I found myself using the whole year, whether it was new or not. But looking back and looking at all my favorites in my list, most of these things were new this year, which is really nice. So these are my favorite eye products of 2019. And I don't know, I'm just really excited about it. And I have a little bit of speech about each one. Alright, so the first thing is, I feel like the only thing that I did not acquire in 2019. Everything else I acquired this year, I'm pretty sure. And that is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. I was thinking about putting like my primer potion, my Urban Decay primer potion. It's my favorite eye primer, but it's only my favorite eye primer because I have so much of it. And it works well, but like there are cheaper alternatives, you know. But this Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, this is what I do use my, this is how I'm getting a little close. This is what I use to do my eyebrows pretty much every time I do makeup, and except today. And it's wonderful. First off, this stuff lasts you years, and it has a learning curve with it, because if you're not light-handed with it, you will they'll look like Sharpie brows. So you have to be careful. I recommend her brush, the number 12 angled brush, to do your brows with. I have it and it works perfectly with it. And I just really recommend, if you're looking for a brow pomade, and I have not found one that I love just as much as this one. And so I had to put it in. Love my Dip Brow. Yes. So the next thing is another brow pomade. I'm wearing this one now, and this one I acquired in 2019, and I am pumped about it. So I've always been into colored brows. I think 2018 I was wearing red brows all the time, but this is the More Beauty Eyebrow Gel in the shade Red Mahogany. I'm wearing that today. I love burgundy red brows with my blonde hair, which I need to do. I need to touch it up. Don't judge me. This, oh, it's beautiful. This product is the most similar to the Dip Brow that I have found. It is still a little bit creamier and emollient. I like that the Dip Brow is a little bit dry, because I feel like I have more control. It's not going to get everywhere. But this is like a next step down if you want something a little bit creamier. A little goes a long way. It's absolutely beautiful. Again, this is the shade Red Mahogany. I got this from IMATS, and when I was there at their booth, they may have had like 5 colors. I picked this up and the blue one up that I haven't really worn that yet. I think I'm worn it like once. But yeah. Beautiful. I got a lot of things in jars here. The next thing, these 2 items from ColourPop really blew me away this year. I ordered a bunch of both of them, like all the colors they had of both of them, and I don't regret it. They really blew me away. And the first one is the ColourPop Jelly Much eyeshadows. So these are, now let me back up. I love ColourPop. ColourPop's one of my favorite brands. I love their Super Shock shadows. Their Super Shock shadows were the only eyeshadow, cream or powder, that I could wear without a primer. I have oily eyelids, and so shadows crease and all that crap. So I don't go without eye primer. But the ColourPop Super Shock shadows are the only ones I can do that with. They stay on, they last. ColourPop comes out with these, and guess what? They're the same thing. You would think a cream eyeshadow or something that's a little bit more emollient than a powder, has a little bit more moisture than a powder, is not going to hold up on an oily eyelid, but they set like concrete, but they give you enough time to blend. So these Jelly Much eyeshadows, they are, again, a jelly consistency. Although, I'm going to be honest, they haven't dried out or anything, but I noticed as I use them, they get less runny. Mine were really, I felt like runny and wet when I got them. Now they're a really nice bouncy consistency. So I'm not quite sure what happened there. Well, no, that one's really jelly still, but okay, I don't know. But anyway, here's a shade here. One thing that I really liked about all of these is they all had some sort of dual chrome effect to them. I have about, I don't know, maybe like 17, 18 of them. I got all of them when they came out and they really blew me away. This, let me just swatch one for you. This is Whistling Pixie. And so, this burgundy gold here. Of course, I get the one that's the least dual-chromy. They have a bit of sparkle in them. They do, but all of them don't have sparkle in them, but some have sparkle in them. So you got to be careful if you don't like sparkle. But let me swatch the other one because I'm really excited about these. That one shifted like burgundy peach gold. This one is called Big Ego. Big Ego's bomb. So they've come out with some other shades. I'm going to continue to collect these just like I collect the Super Shock Shadow. First off, look at this already. Hold up. Making a mess, if you guys can see. Oh, God. Big Ego is absolutely gorgeous. So, oh, yeah. Yeah. Absolutely wonderful, and they just blew me away. And so, I love things in jars. I do. I have things like cream pots and different things and bases. I don't know. I like jars. They're easy to store. So my collection, I have like a drawer behind me with all like my jars in it. They're easy to store. So, yeah. And then with that same order, I picked up their Glitterly Obsessed. I happen to have the ones from the Bretman Rock collection in my hand, but the Glitterly Obsessed eye gel. So back in the day, like maybe 3 iMats ago, I discovered Lemonhead Space Paste, which is a glitter gel that sets and the glitter doesn't flake off. It doesn't go anywhere. It's like concrete. That stuff is like $36 a jar. And I'm just like, I'll get it on discount at iMats. I think I have about 3 colors of it. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is the only other product on the market, and these are $8 a jar, that has that same situation. So it's a glitter gel that you can put on and it sets and you forget it, and you get a lot of pretty glitter in here. Now, speaking of glitter, 2019 has been the year of people realizing that cosmetic glitter was never approved for the FDA, but that doesn't mean that doesn't mean that, no, I'm sorry, not that it wasn't approved. It's not eye safe. Glitter has never been eye safe. I'm not going to rant about cosmetic glitter, but it's been iffy with glitter. A lot of people are just realizing something that's been the standard, and that's been what it was for years. And so let's just hope that companies get on the biodegradable glitter and they make more biodegradable glitter. So, well, the biodegradable glitter thing is for the environment. Glitter is never going to be eye safe, so you can throw that out. But if we do want to be concerned about glitter, the environment is a big one, and maybe we'll hope for more biodegradable glitter. So anyway, the next thing I have before we get into the palettes, I know y'all like, Candice, where's the palettes? This liners. I have been into neon eyeliner or just colored liner, standalone as a wing, or just that pop under the eye over a neutral look like I have now. I have been loving colored liner. And the 2 brands that blew me out of the water this year with colored liner are ColourPop and LA Girl. LA Girl has these Shockwave neon liners. Absolutely beautiful. Let me swatch one for you. At like $3. Oh my God. And these are a gel pencil. You do sharpen the LA Girl ones. And then the ColourPop ones, I got a set of them, which they have another set, I think, that I'm really interested in. And these are their cream gel liners, and these are a twist-up liner, retractable, and they come in beautiful bright colors. They have like a rainbow set. They're all matte, and I absolutely love them. So they blew me away. I was able to find my, get my colored liner fix through these, and it makes me so happy, and it makes me excited to collect more in different unique colors. Alright, y'all, it's time for palettes. So before we get into specific palettes, I have 2 brands that I want to share that blew me away this year, that I was so impressed with. And yeah, so an honorable mention before I get into it is Perfusion. Perfusion has still been blowing me away with their palettes. I didn't put them in this one because 2019 I didn't get as many new ones as I did in 2018. Even though, like I said, you know, it's not always about that. But yes, I'll do shout out to you. Whew, let me calm down. So the first brand that really blew me away was, which one do I want to do first? I'm going to do them in the order I got them. The first brand that really blew me away, Bad Habit. I picked these up from Shop Hush. If you guys weren't familiar with Shop Hush, it was a website that sold makeup, sold beauty products. Bad Habit was like their signature brand on there, which is a legitimate brand. They have a website that they're working on, and social media and things. But Bad Habit. So these palettes, now these palettes were always inexpensive. The palettes are like dupes of other palettes, but with their own like packaging, like gorgeous. It was just the color schemes might have been the same. And so this palette would have been like $12 again. And this is like trying to dupe like a Huda maybe. I have this one. I have a lot of them. I got like 14 of them to be exact. So Shop Hush went out of business and they were closing their website, and they, you know, everyone's hurrying making orders, and they had the like 90% off discounts. These palettes, I got 14 palettes for $36. So a little under $3 a palette. I got my mom about 10 palettes. I texted my friends and just made a huge order before. And Bad Habit palettes blew me away. First off, let's talk about the quality. I mean, the packaging. Heavy packaging. Not heavy where like it's gonna break something, but heavy packaging. Like this soft velvety. It reminds me of touching like a Lorac Pro eyeshadow palette. Inside you get a mirror in every single palette. The shades all have names on them. You also, I mean, like beautiful pigmentation on these, like ridiculous. I went to IMATS, you guys know, the International Makeup Artist Trade Show, and when I go to IMATS, if you watch my vlogs, I bring my best of the best eye looks makeup ever. And this past IMATS, I did both of my looks with the Bad Habit palettes. One day I did just, I'll show you, day 2, I did a one shadow blended out look, and I used the bright yellow from here, and this was all that was on my eyes at IMATS. Ridiculous. Wish I would have got more. Wish I would have got all the palettes, you know, knowing how good they were. But I mean, 14 is still a lot. So like a lot of them are duping other things, like the same color family, but not like the same packaging or whatever. Like they have, I mean, like such beautiful packaging on these palettes, and when you open them up, they could be duping some other palette. I'm not sure. This might be a Natasha Denona. I know this is Huda Beauty Desert Dusk, if I'm not mistaken, but it has its own names. The colors are in different order, and just blew me away. And if they were still available, I would still recommend. I have quite a few of the high-end palettes that some of these are emulating, but if it was still open, I would recommend. I'm like, you don't have to buy the such and such. Get this one from Bad Habit, because they were that amazing. They were. I still have them. They blew me away. This is probably my favorite packaging. This one is the Artistry palette, and it is a dupe for the Makeup by Mario with Anastasia Beverly Hills, which I do have the Makeup by Mario. I got it off Makeup Exchange. And it's duping, you know what I mean, that palette, but it's beautiful. It's its own, but the colors are just the same. It's beautiful, gorgeous. And these shadows stand up to my Lorac shadows. They can compete with any other eyeshadows in my collection. Bad Habit, you did it. I hope you come back. Hope your website, because I haven't checked in a while, but like the website says we're doing other things behind the scenes. Stay tuned, kind of thing. So pretty pumped. Pretty pumped. Blew me away. The next brand, while I don't have as many palettes from them, I have enough. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7, and that is Mora Beauty. Mora Beauty is a brand I had never heard of until I went to IMATS this year, and they had a big kiosk with a lot of different products. I got some sheet masks from them, a lot of different things, and they had their palettes. Here, there we go. They had their palettes. Oh my God, I'm dropping everything. Like 2 for $25. really decent price palettes. And so I bought all the ones they had, and they are their like Destiny Eye and Face palettes. I just have 2 here to show you. Boy, the impressive. So this is Electric Nights. This is like their deep smoky palette. So every palette you get 4 times 5 is 20. So you get 20 shades in here. And then you get highlighters and blushes, you know, depending on the palette. And one thing that I must say is, me being darker skin, usually with these face palettes, you can't find any, you know, none of the products really work on your skin. But these bottom 3 work on me. And in every single one of these palettes, if I'm not mistaken, I can find like one of the face, at least one of them works for me. These are all highlighters up here. So gorgeous. That's a gorgeous highlighter. But anyway, this is the neutral, which one is this called? Unravel? Yes, Unravel. I gotta show you the rainbow one. Hold on. Might as well show them all to you. Okay. The quality, absolutely gorgeous. These shadows behave more like pressed pigments. They're really, really concentrated shadows. This is the You I Desire, which I think this is a really good, well-rounded palette. Show them all to you. This is Meant to Be, which is a beautiful, soft, romantic palette. Like, I love this palette. It is absolutely gorgeous. Most of my palettes I was like, ooh, they've never been touched. Because, I mean, I have so many. And I'm sitting here looking at them like, oh, I need to use that more. Because, yeah, it's hard to give them all love sometimes. This is the Discover Me, the warm, baby, the warm. And then You Gotcha Color, and this is Sweet Paradise. You girls, come on, come on, come on. So they absolutely blew me away. You saw Mora Beauty's eyebrow pomade was my favorite one of my favorite pomades this year. So they're doing really nice things. Their jelly mask, I have a couple of their masks. I bought maybe like 5 of them at the show. I have like 2 left, and they really did wonderful things. I hope they come back to the makeup show. I hope they come back this year. Some brands I like to reserve for the trade show because the discounts are better than online. Some brands I just can't wait for, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that yet in terms of if I'm gonna wait or check out some other things. But Mara, you blew me away. Wonderful. So next, I have 3 palettes left that just the individual palettes were my favorites. So this next one I got off of Makeup Exchange as well. If you don't know what Makeup Exchange is, it's literally a Makeup Exchange site, Makeup Exchange subreddit. And so you know, I've sold makeup on there. So like with eBay, you can't sell used makeup on eBay. Even if it was just swatched. I have a lot of makeup, and you know, there are things that I maybe swatched or whatever that I wouldn't feel comfortable, or like if I didn't want to give it away if someone didn't want it. But like you can sell it on Makeup Exchange, and so it's like, oh, this has been swatched twice, or this palette's been used a bit, but I wanted to have another home. It'll be sanitized, and you keep moving. Powder products, but you know, you're not allowed to do like mascaras in line unless they're brand new in the box. But a lot of like limited edition palettes, like people trade their limited edition palettes, things like that you can't get your hands on anymore, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. So I only exclusively get palettes on there, and maybe like just powder products, because obviously. But yes, this next palette I got off of I found my Makeup by Mario on there, but this next palette I got from there, and I wanted it because I just did, and little did I know it became one of my favorites, and it's from Morphe. These next 2 palettes are actually from Morphe. This is the 39A Dare to Create. I think I talked about this I did in my best well-rounded palettes, where you can get a little bit of everything out of it. This is absolutely beautiful. People, I know people have lots of things to say about Morphe shadows, but I personally love them. They're not like the softest in my collection, like a Lorac or Bad Habit, but they put up enough pigment. They blend well. They do their job as eyeshadows, as inexpensive eyeshadows. And I love them. I love their palette layouts as well. So this is a well-rounded palette in the sense of, in my opinion what a well-rounded palette is. You can get a neutral look, you can get a deep smoky look, and you can get a look that has some color, some pops of color or color. And this one checks all those boxes. Gorgeous neutral roll, although 1, 2, and 3 are very similar. We didn't need all of them in there. But everything else, this dark brown row here, this dark brown chocolate area here, you got your warm area, and then you got your greens and blues, this taupe. Yo, this right here, I don't know where they came up with this color, but it's gorgeous. It's bronzy taupe. So, beautiful palette. I love this palette. I think I did maybe 1 or 2 looks on my channel on it. And yes, so thank you for that. And then the next one from Morphe is another 39 that I absolutely loved. I know I did maybe 2 to 3 looks videos on this palette, and that is the 39S. That one is the purple one. Oh, and purple's not even my favorite color, but sis, this gorgeous. I'm gonna tell you something. I can do without the middle row. I like it. And these are like toppers and shifters kind of thing. But I'm not really a big eyeshadow topper shifter kind of person. Either it's a dual chrome or it's not. But the color scheme, I love the glitter in here. I love all the purples. I do. I love it. The mattes are really strong in this one. I really enjoyed this. Great one for 2019. I still love Morphe palettes. Morphe has some new ones coming out that I'm into. And yeah, I'm into it. So I'm really excited for Morphe this year. And then the final palette, I don't know if it's my ultimate, you know what it is. It's probably my favorite palette 2019 because I spent the most on it. And I wanted it for 1.5 years since it came out, like 2 years. And then my sister got it. And I had this remorse, like I didn't buy it at IMS when I had the chance. When I went this year, it wasn't on sale. The sale wasn't good. I was making excuses, and I envied anybody who had it. And I was like, Candice, you better get this. So I did. Lime Crime Venus XL. This baby, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about it, but the warmth and this burgundy here, I done used it in pretty much every look I need a burgundy in. The mattes are really strong. It's just a burgundy pinky palette, but it's gorgeous. I got this at Ulta. Yeah, because I was too dumb to get it at IMAT. You know, this is a beautiful neutral brown here. It's looking really bright with my lights, but beautiful neutral brown. Excuse me. Fuchsia pink in Passion. Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. So this, gorgeous. I love the packaging on this. I love how heavy it feels, how luxurious it feels. The Venus XL blew me away, and I'm interested in the XL2. That might be on my list. But yeah, so this year in terms of eye products, and some a little speech at the for this video is over with. This year in terms of eye products, I do want to focus more on, I mentioned this in another video, single eyeshadows, because I have a lot of empty magnetic palettes. I want to try these indie brands in terms of single eyeshadows, and I like the idea of curating my own palettes, build your own palettes kind of thing, and I'm really into that. However, palette, you know, I love palettes as well. There's no holes in my collection at all, but you know, with eye products, hopefully this will be the year of the singles. I'm still gonna get palettes I'm interested in, but I'm not going to, like, I don't know, seek out just I want a new palette. No, and I do that, but I'm interested in singles this year, really getting in on those singles, and yeah, I'm really excited. So those are my favorite eye products of 2019. Let me know how you feel. Tell me your favorites. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about any of the products mentioned in this video, feel free to leave it down below. I love you all, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!